Hi, welcome back to this channel. Today we're talking about money.
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 More
We
money.
always talk about money, and today
Money,
we're talking
money,
about
money.
spending money. Spending money the money that you have to pay when you sell a property.
So we're talking about fees. When you buy a property, it's already hard enough because you have to spend all of this money just to get the loan, just to acquire the property.
Yes.
But now we're going to talk about what happened at the end when you're actually thinking of selling the property. I did not know this until I actually tried to sell one of our property with an agent. So there are fees involved going into the market, going into buying, and there are fees getting out of the market.
So
we're going to talk about
you're going to
that.
pay a lot no matter what. If you're going to investment or selling your own home, you're going to pay.
So now we're going to name a few. This is not in order by any means, but this is coming up from our experience.
And it was in New South Wales.
Yeah,
in
this is
Australia.
based on Sydney, New South Wales,
Yeah.
Australia in 2020.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
okay, so one of the fees that I was a bit stumped was marketing fees. Yeah.
So yeah, first you have to get an agent and ask them what kind of fees you like. So normally
understand that.
Yes, normally they will provide you their fee, the agent's fee.
The agent fees, which is some of them is a percentage or a certain dollar figure.
Yeah, so the agent only, and then on top they need to advertise and market your property. So that's marketing fee. And if your home is not really presentable, they will get a stylist to style your home for sale, like our next door. I always check it. So they help you to hire all these furniture and stylish your home. So when the potential buyer coming is feel welcoming, homely.
So and on top of that, possibly be a photographer.
Oh yes, that is just a bit. Yeah.
So that's on top.
Correct. Yes.
Signboard.
Oh yeah, on top as well.
Okay, so that's part of your marketing. So you can add or subtract these things. Like I was amazed with like how much is the marketing, the list of marketing fees. So when you're thinking of selling, especially with an agent, ask them what's the marketing and how much is it or what does it consist of. Don't get shocked. But that's, some of them can go really high. Yeah.
Well, in general, so for the agent, when we sold it, how much was it? The agent fee, was it 2%? 2% plus GST?
Depending on the location.
Yeah,
depending on location. So
sometimes they have a cap.
Yeah, sometimes like 2% plus this, or if not, be like 1.5% plus this.
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Like
Everyone's different.
Everyone's different. So go like multiple different agents. They're all gonna tell you, bits and jabs. But you got to spend money on that.
Yes.
So
and some of them they require upfront. Not that, but it's the marketing and photographer. Yeah,
the marketing fees. Like, I understand where they're coming from because they're not going to get commission
if you don't sell.
If you don't sell.
Yes.
But at the same time, there's an admin cost for them to...
Because they have to advertise it.
Correct.
And the time that they're putting all together for you.
The energy,
Yes.
So, like, going to a realestate.com.au, that costs money.
Yes.
Going to domain, same thing. Maybe if they have personal website, then they have to put it in there and then, give them to their listing.
Yeah, and they need the RP data subscription too.
Yeah,
that's
RP
the
data,
fee.
price finder and all that jazz. There's fees involved to using all of those things. So, agent fees, I think I'll combine them up together just then, the marketing fee and agent fees. Each agent is different. I guess in a sense you need to interview them and understand how much it will cost. It can cost you, 10,000, 15, 20,000 just to sell a property. So, and it can be daunting.
Yes. Yeah.
So, the other one.
But the fee is based on if the agent fee is based on percentage, is better because of course you want your price to be higher. Yeah. Yeah, but it's still the higher the selling price, the higher the
commission they're gonna get, and the less profit you're gonna have. Especially if you just bought it within a year or two, you're not gonna make any money.
No, you have to sell a loss.
You gotta make exactly. So calculate that into a perspective. Other things would be mortgage.
Yes.
Mortgage bank fees.
When you discharge.
So it costs you money to get a mortgage,
yes,
and it will cost you
to leave.
Get out, to leave the mortgage.
Not like joining a membership, like in the gym. If joining membership in the gym, you just pay joining fee and that's it. When you go, bye-bye. But the bank, no, they charge you.
They charge you as well. Just to discharge and saying goodbye to them.
That's our farewell money, the bank
said. In a sense, from a bank point of view, the way I look at it is like, hey, hang on a second, I'm supposed to be getting repayment for 30 years, but I'm only receiving 5 years here, so they want to get that extra grab.
Well, I think it's the time that they have to do the numbers.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. But the other one you're talking about is if you're fixed rate or variable rate. Depends on your mortgage setup. So if you fix for 5 years, but let's say if you sell it within that 5 years, let's suppose 2 years, so the bank will charge
3 years.
They won't. I don't think they will charge you the whole 3, but they will charge you for sure. They won't let go easily.
Yeah. So there's gonna be that fees.
Yes.
So if you are thinking of styling your property, if it's let's say an investment property and there's no tenant, styling can be pricey. I don't know how much, but I never style my property. But some people do. Our next door neighbor does. So.
And they leave the furniture. I don't know for how long, a month or so till maybe someone
until
buy
somebody
it.
buy it, and
maybe.
On top of that, how much is that going to be per week? You know what I mean? So per week or per month.
Yeah.
Now the other one would be your solicitors. So your lawyer, they're actually going to draw up all of this contract when you sell the property, how much is it and how much your outstanding balance, if you pay up front for your expenses, how is that going to be calculated. They deal with all of that side. When you buy a property, you get a solicitor to read your contract, understand it, make sure that it's all legitimate.
Yep.
But when you sell it, you got to do the same thing.
Yep.
So make sure that the deal go through in a sense, you know, and there's no hiccup if they're asking for discount because of X, Y, Z and something like that. You can put that in a clause. You didn't do any of this, eh?
No, it's all
you
did all this soliciting thing.
The solicitors. And the last one I would say would be your accountant.
Yes.
How can I say this in an accountant?
Because if you sell, let's say if you have a capital gain, then they will calculate all your depreciation. I'm not there yet. I don't know.
We're not accountant by no means, so
we
as soon as we sold something, and then we just give that to our accountant.
I'll tell you all the data that I have,
and then
they do the calculation. So they're based on how much your personal income, if you bought it under your personal name, or if you bought it like a joint name, trust company, what sort of names they're under, then the accountant will deal with it. If you bought it in a if you sold it at a gain, they will calculate based on the depreciation, your income, then they will give you a figure and say how much capital gain tax you have to pay.
You got to pay taxes.
Yes, the tax and accounting
That's
fee.
The last bit. Yeah.
An accountant fee. But on the other hand, if you sold it at a loss, I think you can claim a loss.
Again, we're not accountant by any means.
Yes, we're not accountant.
But just because, like, say you calculate it in your hand that you earn $100,000, oh great, I'm gonna have $100,000 profit. That's not the case.
No.
There are fees involved.
Yes.
There's also the bits and pieces out of the blue that you would not know. I think we ended up getting less than what I was expected at one stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
because of the bank fee.
Yes, that was the biggest one. I'm like, well,
the
okay.
Bank fee.
Don't get shocked. In terms of the expenses can get really expensive when you're selling a property.
Yes.
So getting in, you need a lot of deposit. Getting out,
if hopefully you have enough fund for that, and if you're selling at a loss, you better have enough cash for that. Yes, otherwise I don't know how can you cover it.
I don't know how people do it, but there
because
are people
once
out there.
you sold it and then you can't pay off your mortgage and you still have the loan, the bank will chase you for that for sure.
I wouldn't know because we've never been in that situation.
No.
So.
Well, hopefully no one will do. Well, I know people they did it and they may have to do it because they cannot afford it.
Yeah.
Right? Cannot afford to pay the mortgage, and the only thing they can do is sell at a loss.
Yeah.
Maybe get a loan to repay it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's not. Yeah. We haven't actually dealt with that problem just yet. Touch wood so far. Yeah. So there's. I guess these are just general expenses, the fees that we can think of. I'm sure there's bound to be bits and pieces that I'm missing. So put down, I guess, like a 10% on top, or 5% is all your administration fees. Like if you calculate your mortgage,
just budget it higher. If
Budget
you're within
higher.
the budget, then you will be happy.
Exactly.
You're like bonus money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't expect, just because you earn this amount of money, like yay, it's sold for this price. Okay, hang on a second, my mortgage. Let's say if you sell it at 500, hang on a second, my mortgage is 450. So that 450 disappeared. I've got 50,000. No, you don't get that 50,000.
Yes,
you gotta minus your agent fee, this fee, that fee. Maybe about 20,000 or 10,000 even.
And then you gotta pay tax.
Exactly. So
Investment.
So hopefully that will help you guys if you are thinking of selling for the first time. Understand those fees.
Yes, correct.
So
hope it helps.
see you guys
See you
in the next
next
video.
time. Bye bye.
Bye.